Hello Virgo, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tawana. Today we're doing a reading for you for the month of November. This will not resonate with every one of you, but it is intended for Virgo Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. And today I will be using the Work Your Light Oracle deck. I'll also be using the Angel Answers Oracle deck, the Rider-Waite Tarot, and I'll be pulling an affirmation card at the end of the reading from the Tiny Book of Affirmations. I've also linked this affirmation deck in the description. A friend of mine created it and I really love working with it. So if you enjoy the affirmations and want to support her, you can feel free to do so. All right, Virgos. I feel like this reading is going to challenge me. I just do. The first card we have is the Crumbling. And it's very interesting because there is so much Tower energy in this reading. We have the Tower here. The Crumbling is the Tower card in the Work Your Light Oracle. And then we have the Tower from the Rider-Waite Tarot deck in the reading, in the Tarot. So I don't know who else started a reading like that with literally these two cards in the same place. I think it was it Leo? It was either Leo or it was Scorpio. Leo or Scorpio. Leo. I think it's Leo. But yeah, it's funny. I don't know if you're dealing with a Leo or if you have Leo placements, but the likelihood of this happening is insane. There are 78 cards in the tarot deck, and I'm not sure how many cards are in the Work Your Light Oracle deck. Let's see if I can figure it out real quick, because I'm a math nerd. There are 44 cards in this deck. The probability of receiving this very same card in this very same place is astounding. The probability of receiving this Tower card in this very same place in a deck of 78 cards, the likelihood of that, yeah, that's incredible. But yeah, we start the reading with the Crumbling, and to me, this card speaks for itself. Like something is falling apart, something is falling away. There is an energy here of shedding, having to shed. The thing is though, when a Tower comes in, it's the universe's way of informing us that things weren't on a firm footing or firm foundation anyway, which is why this Tower was even possible. So really and truly, the Tower is an energy that serves you because the universe is really doing you a huge service by clearing away things from your path that are no longer aligned, or they weren't strong anyway. Who wants to build with a faulty foundation, you know? So to me, oftentimes when I see the Tower coming out in readings, it is the universe's way of showing us mercy. To me, it's mercy. The Tower is a mercy energy because the universe is like, all right, we see that you have a hard time doing it, so we'll do it. We'll help you do it. Even though it's going to hurt a little bit, this is mercy. So what are you clinging on to? That's what this card asks you. If you're experiencing anything crumbling in your life right now, I feel like the message here is asking you to think about it from the perspective of, was it even stable? Like, were you even happy there? Did you even, like, were you fulfilled there? Whatever is crumbling feels like it was time for it to go. And then we have the Initiation. We have the Initiation card, which talks, it's a very, very deep and impactful card. And I want you to look at the imagery of this because it looks very scary. Its initiation energy is very scary. It can be very scary and it can be very intimidating. And the reason for that is because it feels like you're crossing a threshold, like you have one foot in one world that you possibly got used to, and now you have to like make a full transition and like have both feet into the new place that you're stepping into, crossing the threshold. And sometimes that can come with grief or loss or very big feelings and even fear. So this could be a fear threshold. Let's say this is a fear threshold. Like you're not sure yet. Something has fallen in your life, but you're still like hanging on to whatever it is that's trying to go, because there is a fear threshold. Maybe you're not sure what's on the other side. Maybe you just are not comfortable not knowing. That happens. And then we have this last card, which is also came out for, I believe, Leo. I don't know if you're dealing with a Leo or if you have Leo placements, but you should go check that reading out. This is the Mintakan card, and it says longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. Maybe you're being forced to cross a fair threshold right now based on feeling a sense of belonging, or feeling a sense of yearning, or feeling a sense of just missing like someone, being in connections. Like this doesn't have to be a someone that you're missing. This could be a feeling in your life. I talked about this, I think, in the Cancer reading, where I was talking about accessing past versions of ourselves, like as we grow and as we transition, and through the many awakenings that we go through, we continue to change. And I was talking about giving a very personal example about how I've just recently gone through a Saturn return, which I think I'll do a video on that separately. But I just went through a Saturn return, and if I were to say to you now that I'm the same person at the end of the Saturn return that I was at the beginning of the Saturn return, I'll be giving you a bold-faced lie. Like, I am so different in so many ways. And in a lot of ways, I felt like over that transition period, I was maturing rapidly. And I became stronger and more embodied in my power, more intuitive, smarter. I feel the strongest I've ever felt in life right now, but I still do miss an aspect of me that was more innocent, one where I wasn't necessarily seeing all the things. It was a very ignorant space, and innocent space, which I am happy to have grown out of and now be able to like see beyond. But there is a version of me that I could have accessed in that state of mind that sometimes I really miss right now. I can't find her again. And this is what this reading is like reminding me of. It's yearning for a time, maybe a time where you were in more connectivity with others, or a time where you were in connection with a very specific person who's bringing up these feelings of like wanting to belong again, wanting to be in communion with again. So it could be a person here that you are longing for, or maybe you are just feeling a yearning for just a sense of belonging, a sense of feeling seen, a sense of maybe partnership is what it is for you. It could be a ton of different things that you all are yearning for within the collective, but something has crumbled. And it feels like now you're in this test energy, like because the initiation is a test many times, because you have a challenge of it's either you're going to stay the same or you are going to challenge yourself to do something differently, step into a new world, even though it's hard, and change. So this feels like a test. Are you going to cling on to an old way of being, or are you going to step into the new? We start the reading with the Page of Swords and I don't know why this song keeps circling around in my head, and I don't usually channel music, but for some reason I feel like I should mention this. Do you know the Miley Cyrus song that went viral like a long time ago, years ago? It was I came in like a wrecking ball. I never hit so hard in love. All I wanted was to break your walls. All you ever did was wreck me. I think that's how the song is. I'm not sure of the words. I usually remember words well, but it's been such a long time that I've heard that song. But I'm not sure if those are the words and if those words hold any meaning to you. But this keeps coming into my head. Yeah, came in like a wrecking ball, and with this very high intensity like scream, I came in like a wrecking ball. All right, so we have the Page of Swords and the Ace of Wands. So learning about some new passionate, new beginning, feeling. Maybe this is your learning within yourself that you would like to begin something. Learning that you have passion, but this could be like self-evaluation, like, I do have passion for that, or I do have passion for that person. That's how this feels, like a discovery of a new beginning, a discovery of a passion that you have, or a discovery of someone else having a passion for you, possibly, or wanting a beginning with you. And we have the Tower and the Sun. Again, this Leo energy. We have the Tower and the Sun, which feels like this is a very surprising discovery. This could be the person, the Emperor, or maybe you are the Emperor. It feels like there is someone who, and this doesn't have to be like a romantic attempt. This could be your father, or this could be your boss. This could be the beginning of a brand new like relationship dynamic with you guys. This could be an offer of love, if this is intimate or romantic. This could be the beginning of a relationship, whatever that relationship looks like and takes form as. But it feels like you're discovering that someone has love for you. Or if this is you, if you are the Emperor, you're discovering that you actually have love for someone. For some reason, that is a shocking discovery. Lots of love, lots of passion here. And I feel like this is new. This feels like when you've been dating someone and you talk to them daily and you are probably very used to your independence and your solitude. But then one day you don't get a text from them and you're like, why am I upset? Like, why does this upset me? Am I feeling more than I allowed myself to admit for this person? Like that's what this feels like. Like a discovery that I actually do feel a lot of things here for someone, something. Something else that I'm getting to is this doesn't have to be a relationship kind of thing. This could be a child. Like discovery of a child, because the Sun can talk about that, like the discovery that someone's pregnant, or the discovery that you are now being called to step into like a role of parenting. This is another example, and being very happy about that new beginning in your life, because we do have lots of like childlike energy here. The Sun, the Page of Swords. So children could be involved. But it feels like a very surprising discovery, either about self or about someone else. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune and the Lover's card. So this Lover's card has been talking to me about contracts lately in the collective. Could talk about a lover that you have. This is going to resonate differently for all of you, so apply it how you see fit. But this is a connection. This is like spirit bringing two people together. This could be a connection. Let's just say this is a kid, for example, that is coming into your reality, that is being birthed into your reality. You're now crossing over the threshold into parenthood. This feels like divine timing. The timing is right. Like the timing is right and it's now. Are you going to choose this or are you not? And then we have the Three of Wands and the High Priestess. The Three of Wands and the High Priestess feels like the future being unknown. I'm not sure of how something is going to turn out, which gives me a lot of anxiety and possibly a reluctance to invest like feelings into something. So let's stick with the example of like becoming a parent and crossing the threshold into that life experience. I don't know if I can be a parent. I don't know if I'm going to be a great mom. I don't know if I'm going to be a great dad. What if I do something that like affects the child? What if I realize that I made a huge mistake? What if I realize that I did this way too late or way too early? These are like self-limiting thoughts. This is the fear threshold that you're at. Like stuck at the fear threshold. If this is a relationship, what if they hurt me? What if they break my heart? What if they do something that affects my finances? Like can I really invest my feelings? And to show you the level of anxiety, this is a Page of Cups. This is not even like a huge emotional investment. This is a crush. This is a small emotional gesture. This is a, hey, I like you. Do you like me? Like this is a very small emotional gesture. And that level of emotional commitment is stressful. It's stressful to whoever is feeling this energy. If this is you, Virgo, this can look like, my life is so comfortable now. Like what am I welcoming into my space with this person, with this child? It's like clinging on to an old way of being because you don't know what you are about to step into. What greets you on the other side of the threshold? That is what this is. The level of anxiety is literally because you cannot see the future. But the timing is right. That's what the cards are saying. The timing is right. It's now or never. Then we have the Hanged Man and the Star. Taking a moment, taking a minute here. Taking a minute to evaluate, look at things from a different perspective, and also for those of you who are intuitive, who are highly spiritual, highly gifted, things like that. This is taking a minute to check in on what, do a self audit. Am I going in the right direction? Is this the way for me? Is this the path? Is this the path? Is this really the path? Is this really my path? Is this right for me? Lots of evaluation before you cross the threshold. And then we have the Six of Cups and the Reciprocity card, the Six of Pentacles. This is you evaluating, should I give? Should I give to this? Should I give to this relationship? Should I step into this initiation of parenthood? This can also be another child card. This is a card that can talk about a lot of shared history, nostalgia, shared memories, which a lot of the times with our children, I know there's a lot of conversation around like soulmates, karmics, twin flames, whatever those titles are. But really, I find the most fascinating spiritual relationships to be the ones that we have with family members, because we've been playing different roles in each other's lives for lifetimes. Like personally, I felt like the relationship I have with my mom, I have always been solid, confident, knowing. It has even shocked my mom when I was a kid, when I would tell her these things, like, I am confident that I've spent lifetimes with my mother. I know that I have spent lifetimes with my mother. Her energy feels so familiar to me and has felt that way to me since I was a little baby. And so I've always just had this like connection with my mom that predates like this lifetime, and it's unbreakable because of that. And this is what this reminds me of. Like, if this is a child, like, let's just say you're stepping into like parenthood, this is a soul contract with a being that a soul contract with a being that you knew before this like time and space. Like, you chose this, maybe you don't remember it right now, but you chose this being, and this being may look brand new in your reality, but you guys may have gone back lifetimes. You know what I'm saying? And if this is not a child, like, it doesn't have to be the child example, but if this is a person, this is a person who you may have lots of nostalgia with, lots of shared history and memories. And if this person is new in your reality, it can feel that way. Like, they feel like home. So yeah, you're deciding, should I give to this or should I not? Should I reciprocate with this or not? Should I invest or not? And then we have the Knight of Wands and the Death card. Maybe there's a concern here. Who knows if this is you? The Knight of Wands can talk about being a little flighty, being driven by passion, which is a great thing for this energy, because sometimes you need to be in this energy to achieve some things. But if you're looking for a more stable environment or a more stable companionship with someone for whatever you're trying to do, whether that's a relationship or a business or raising a child or whatever, this may not be a great energy to do that with. It doesn't mean that they're a bad person. It's just that they're realistically, they can't do what you're asking them to do. They can't do stable right now. They do passion. They move from what excites them. And that's what you can expect from them. Expecting anything else would be unrealistic. So it feels like a consideration here. If this is you, this is I don't know if I can realistically commit to this for the long term. Like, I don't know if I have the stamina, or if this person has the stamina to commit to this. It feels like any instability, it feels like instability, like whatever this situation is, it can't come into reality unless it is stable. So there's a transformation to this in and out energy. And maybe this is the reason why you're wondering if you can realistically like invest in this or cross the threshold with this person, if this is a person. Maybe there's a big sense of belonging, but there's a concern because this person is in a Knight of Wands energy. How long will this person stick around? I don't know. That's to be disclosed. So really, do I want to invest in, do I really want to cross the initiation? Even though I feel the way that I feel, and even though it feels like a really great sense of belonging, can this person realistically deliver on my expectations? I feel like that's what you're thinking about. Are they on the path? Do I invest in them? Is this for me? Is this on my path? I feel that there is a sense of belonging here. I feel a strong spiritual connection. I even might recognize the soul contract between us. But do I want to choose this? Like, is this realistic? Is this energy realistic for me? Let's get some advice. Spirit guides, angels. What's the advice for Virgo in whatever situation they're dealing with in November? Angels, what's the advice for Virgo? First card we have is a year from now. Ask your angels. Don't stop. An opportunity, which is very interesting. I know the year from now will have a significance to all of you. Maybe this is about someone traveling. Maybe the timing isn't right because someone is traveling, so something has to end. Maybe this is about timing. All right, let's pull an affirmation card. Angels, what's the affirmation card for Virgo in November? This is definitely about timing. This entire reading was about timing. The affirmation card is everything shows up for me on time. Everything shows up for me on time. Okay, Virgos, I'm going to leave you here. I really enjoyed this reading. Thank you for watching as always, and I will see you next time. Bye.